Scott Narver, I've got incredible news.
What is it, Jake Lloyd Bacon?
Well, you know how every now and then we buy holiday presents for superstars?
Oh, yeah, we do. We're doing that on the show today.
Well, it seems they're returning the favor. It looks like we've got some mail here.
What's inside?
Oh, it's a cease and desist letter.
From who?
Oh my God, there's a lot of them. What do you mean I can't say rest in peace, our respect for the dead man? What happened to free speech in this country?
Superstar shopping list today on Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Hey, Scott Narver.
Hey, Jake Lloyd Bacon.
Hello to everybody joining us out there, listening in the PWP universe to the only pro wrestling podcast. This is a new bit that I do now.
Oh, man.
It's the only one. We're the one. There's no
Jericho
other.
had more to say.
No other pro wrestling podcast exists. I don't know what to tell you. Thanks to those joining us via the super exclusive patron-only live stream, especially Mike Lucas, our current PWP champ. Mike Lucas, a.k.a. Hackensack, current PWP champ, will be defending that title to a whole new roster.
WWE nil.
A whole, yeah.
It's required that they become Palskis.
Oh my God, we can finally say this. When it comes to the PWP championship, the landscape has changed.
Oh, shit.
Starting next month, every single Patreon Palski will be entered into the monthly championship battle royal.
Whoa.
We are doing a bit of restructuring to the Patreon. We'll talk more about that at the end of the episode in case you missed the end.
Do I
of
have to do grouting?
No, but I would like you to at least once in your life clean the fucking gutters.
Once?
Yeah, at least once.
Okay, that's it.
At least once. So Mike Lucas says the $5 and $10 tier peers are getting called up. Call me up, Vince. Anyways, what else is going on? Hi, how are you?
I'm well.
Yeah, I like your shirt.
Thanks.
It's
Gotta get the mileage out of these fucking things that I bought all over the years.
very loud. It's a very loud shirt.
You sure?
Yeah, it's really loud. That's a shirt that says like, I've decided to wear this shirt today.
Yep, I did. I'm wearing a ringer. It's a ringer, folks. Look at him. Look at the biceps. And yours says a brewery that I'm unaware of.
What? Is that what you think it is?
Yeah. It's all faded and there's trees on it.
I figured it's got a little alien on it. It says believer. Actually, it says UFO. Technically, I don't know. It could be a human flying a UFO. You don't know that's the alien.
That could be a fucking RC drone. Doesn't matter. It's all about drinking beers with that guy.
It is the holiday season. It's December 18th when this one comes out, or the 17th, depending on how you think time works,
or how you feel that day.
I can see it. The calendar's right in front of me. It's right here. I don't know why I couldn't read
a colander
right there. Yeah, Tamina. Have you done all your holiday shopping?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I'm so behind.
I think I'm going to just shop for myself this year.
I think I'll go to dragonwagonshop.com and get all my holiday goodies.
That is a great idea. In fact, you should send links to dragonwagonshop.com items that you want to your loved ones this holiday season so that they can get you the latest and greatest PWP and Dragon Wagon Radio merchandise, including phone cases, mugs, hats, brand new hoodies that are super soft and cozy, available in a variety of sizes, colors, and styles, made from the highest quality.
I need some elaborate oven mitts real quick.
Sorry about that. I don't know what that was or how that happened.
Oven mitts
came out of me.
Oh,
did you have a Loot Crate when Loot Crate was a thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Thanos oven mitt debacle?
Thanos.
Sure.
First off,
do you remember?
No.
I worked for them, and I'll never forget this because it made me laugh so fucking much. As one of the items in one of the boxes was like oven mitts that were meant to look like the Infinity Gauntlet, but they didn't.
That's a bad idea.
They didn't protect you from heat. No, it was just like an oven mitt, but it just had like the design of an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, but you can't snap.
But they didn't protect.
And that's the wrong hand.
They didn't protect people from heat. People.
So it wasn't an oven mitt. It was a mitt.
It was a mitt that apparently, if you put it in the oven and you held on to something for too long, it would just burn off the exterior.
That's fucked.
And they had to have a whole giant recall. And they got sued by a bunch of people, and it was a giant class action lawsuit. And listen, I'm sorry, people who
so Thanos burned half the world.
In fact, if you held on to something too long, you would just turn to ash. Oh man. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna buy a bunch of stuff for myself this year, and then just thank people.
Didn't you already do that?
Things they got. Yeah, we've been doing that since we got here. When you're like first move into an apartment and you have to buy a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
All we do is shop for ourselves until we get like the apartment to spot where it's like, oh, we have everything we need right now. And now I'm like,
you also have a registry because you're going to get married.
Yeah.
So you're double dipping.
Yeah. We don't have that. Yeah. We don't have any of that stuff
really?
going on.
Can't you just go around and scan shit? Isn't that the beauty of it?
I don't know how any, no, we don't have a web. We don't have anything yet. We don't have a fucking date for the wedding. We have nothing.
Oh, oh man.
But anyways.
Well, they won't they?
It's not about that. This is about holiday shopping.
Okay.
For the wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
It's time for superstar shopping lists for what I'm going to say is our annual. Everything is annual.
Everything's annual.
Our annual superstar shopping.
Look it up. Don't look
that
it up.
We've done at least once before within 4 years.
Yeah, because sometimes you look at the wrestlers, you go, they got enough. They don't need anything.
So we didn't do any like pre-work here.
No,
but I'm thinking
I come from a world of improv. I show up on the night and do it.
I'm thinking we just throw out wrestlers' names and then we see what we want to buy them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure. I have a couple of gift ideas in mind.
All right. Well, why don't you start then? Because I haven't thought of any.
Oh man,
who do you got?
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
The not undisputed era. What's the name of What's the name of the group there? Kingdom of
Undisputed Kingdom.
Undisputed Kingdom is what they call it?
I don't know if they're still in that or what's going on. Okay. Things change.
Who's the king?
Rapidly.
Mabel. Cole the king? Because you have to have, if it's a kingdom, there needs to be a king specifically.
Mabel.
Mabel's the king? King
yeah.
Mabel?
Yeah, they hold him still in high regard.
Is he? Oh, okay.
No, he's not alive.
So then it's not, so it's quite disputed then. It's quite a disputed kingdom.
No, you can't dispute Mabel.
You can
How are you going to dispute him?
He's dead. Exactly. I'm the king now. Boom.
No,
there it is.
No.
There it is. It's disputed. I am the king of the undisputed kingdom.
No.
Adam Cole should
Mabel
bow down
has
to
not
me.
Spoken on this. We have to wait.
Fuck that guy. He's dead.
I'd rather not. Well, fuck you. Haven't you seen that finishing movie he used to do?
I apologize to the friends and family of late great Mabel. Late great? Was he great?
Big Daddy V, please.
Big Daddy V.
He's big.
Men on a Mission?
Yeah.
I did enjoy them when I was young.
Sure. Yeah. From what I see on your phone, you sometimes still do.
No comment.
Hey, that's not a no.
So what are you buying for Adam Cole?
Beach towels.
Beach towels? Why does he need beach towels?
He needs beach towels to put over all of his furniture. He's got so much spray tanner on him. And he is ruining his furniture. I'm not going to buy him furniture. I don't have that kind of budget.
What about just the plastic furniture wrap that like your grandparents had?
No, haven't you seen the size of Adam Cole? He's basically
doesn't have regular furniture, right?
Well, I'm saying he's so gaunt now, and only his head is rather large, which is still covered from the beach towel. But you put a beach towel down, you got some room to spare with Adam Cole. He can roll over a little bit from side to side. Still good. You'll get that tanner on the towel, but otherwise you're good.
I like it. And it's a really thoughtful gift because it's not just the gift of the towel, but it's a gift of the longevity of the rest of his furniture.
Right.
So it's like it's a bit of a preventative maintenance gift. It's a little bit utilitarian, but in a way that, you know what, I respect that.
Yeah, and you can't really mess up a beach towel.
Right. I was thinking based on that drawing that was in that book that one time that we ended to get him a throne that has equal sized legs.
Sure.
Because if I remember correctly, some of those legs were a little off.
It's a little wonky.
They're a little wonky. I like it. I respect that. I got one.
Ooh.
Main event Jey Uso.
Yes.
A thesaurus.
Ah.
Because I'm certain there's something else that can be said other than yeet.
And oos.
Yeah. I feel like he's...
You don't want to get a Mad Libs?
I'm curious.
Or we just get mad and tear it up.
No, he would answer yeet to every adjective, yeet, verb, eat, adverb, yeet. It would be the only word in the Mad Libs.
I don't care for this.
But it would make sense to him.
Do you yeet around here often? That's not as funny as do you fuck around here often?
Not nearly as funny. By the way, sidebar, I'm glad that we got such positive feedback about that episode because I was a little bit worried once we were done with it.
No way. We did? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, people were like, this is the best thing you guys have ever done. And that also is simultaneously hurtful. But
we peaked, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to get now a thesaurus, but the problem is that it might have to be a 2-pack because yeet might not be in the thesaurus.
Is it not?
So I might have to get him a dictionary as well so that he can like just increase his vocabulary.
Yeah.
And then from there think, well, you can use other words and then reference the thesaurus. That way you don't have to use the same word to describe everything all the time, always.
I think that's really good for a wrestler on the go, a dictionary and a thesaurus.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you travel light, just 2 books.
Listen, they could be pocket size. They make them pocket size.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is that what's in Orange Cassidy's pockets that he's reaching for?
Yeah, he speaks
like,
so much.
Wait a minute, where he does?
No, that's why he doesn't speak is because he can't get they're too big and he can't. It's like you have to let go.
He yaps now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say it's kind of like the last Pringle. Sometimes you just gotta let the last ones go.
No, you pour the can.
Yeah, the joke that. Never mind. I'm trying to make
you pour your pants.
Yeah, he's got.
Don't you do the same thing? You treat your pants like Pringles.
Turn your pants upside down and you shake them.
That's what you do. Take a change out of there.
What would you get Orange Cassidy for Christmas?
Oh, what would I get Orange Cassidy for Christmas? I'm trying to be nicer than what came to mind. The old improv game. Third choice is your best choice.
First one was too far. Second one wasn't far enough.
I get him some ladies' trousers that fit him.
I forgot who we were talking about for a second. Okay, yeah.
Orange
ladies'
Cassidy.
trousers that fit him?
Yeah.
Is he currently wearing ladies' trousers?
No, he's wearing those like those kind of workout pants that look kind of like jeans, but
like jeggings.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't know what exactly there are, but yeah, they're made to look like denim.
Okay.
He can put his hands in the pockets, but ladies' trousers, they don't got pockets.
Oh shit!
He's got to work hard, not smart.
Actually, that would just be. I would go straight jeggings for that. I'd get him a pair of jeggings.
Oh,
because they also don't have pockets, and they're just like.
I don't know that
they're
to
good
be true.
For flexibility. He can still do super kicks. He can still do the missile drop kicks with his hands. But no, he can't. His hands are in the pockets.
I like him to be form fitting and slim. So I don't know if jeggings do that. Ladies' trousers, they certainly would.
Right.
Because if he's got a nice tush, I don't know about it.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
They're not flattering what he's wearing at all.
No.
And
it's a little too baggy.
And listen,
I don't know what you're rocking there.
That's why we watch wrestling, is to objectify every human form we can see.
That's right. It's not just ladies.
No.
Oh no, it's the fellas.
Can I add to this? Can this be a combo gift?
Certainly. We can go in on it together.
I want to get him the old Christian sunglasses that wrapped around his head. Yeah. Because I think they wouldn't fall off as much and he wouldn't have to worry about them.
True.
Because I feel like he's always losing sunglasses.
Christian does work there. You could just steal them from his bag.
You think he still carries them around?
Why wouldn't he? Wrestlers love to travel light, so they carry dictionaries and thesauruses and old sunglasses.
So literally, Mike Lucas says that the tights should have painted on pockets just to mess with them. But I think jeggings do. I think jeggings have like a fake pocket design.
Is that right?
Pocking design.
Oh. I've never had or am aware that I've seen
jegging in the
wild.
To
someone pointed out like those are jeggings. Like I'm aware. I know what a Zubaz is.
Everybody knows what a Zubaz is.
Did you ever have a Zubaz?
I had hand-me-down Zubazes from my brother. My brother had a lot of Zubazes. He was a perfect.
Really?
So my brother's 7 years older than me. That's 3 years older than you, something like that, somewhere in that range. And I feel like he was the primo age.
I would assume it's 7 years older than me as well, because if we're just using no specific numbers, then
I thought you were 3 to 4 years. I was trying to do the math.
I know, but you went. My brother's 7 years older than me, so that's what than you. I don't know. I'm gonna say 7 since I don't know any numbers.
He was primo age. He had so many fucking Zubazes in the 80s.
He's not Epico age.
What'd you say?
He's not Epico age?
No.
Okay.
Barely. He's practically Carlito age, to be honest with you.
Oh. So he had
lots of Zubaz.
A lot of
Zubaz. Like that was his primary look, was Zubaz. He had the mullet.
And it's only the pants, right?
Yeah,
like
pants.
Zubaz there's no shirt or...
If there is, I don't recall that, and he didn't own that. I remember he had a bunch of Zubaz pants, and he always wore football jerseys, but not the full size jerseys, the kinds that are like meant to be like crop toppy, almost like practice jerseys.
Yeah.
Like that was his look.
Sexy ones.
Yeah. And then
like
his mullet.
Rob Lowe would wear.
Yeah. And then the biggest mullet you've ever seen.
The biggest one?
Yeah. Like really short in front, but then like really long in the
Would
back.
Mike Awesome go, that's pretty good?
Probably. There was probably some crossover between Mike Awesome and our brother's mullet. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's why I became a cop.
So you got the Zubaz.
I got a couple hand-me-down Zubazes. So when I was young, I had a couple.
Are you going to wear them for the wedding?
I don't think I'm going to.
Why not?
Dig them. I don't know. I can't find them. Maybe if I can find them, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. It would be an interesting, like, have you been to any wedding recently where the bride changes? It's become a very common thing.
As it should be. A lot of the like, hey, we're wearing the dress and we're doing this still. Like, no, relax. It's a party now.
Right. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
So that's become pretty normal. And I do enjoy that. There's like the dress, or what they do is have a dress that they take part of it off.
When you flat out say there's the ceremony and the reception.
Yes. Right.
Costume changes totally allowable.
I full decked out. I'm going to be sharp as shit. Full suit for the ceremony. Zubaz at the reception.
Suit. No tux.
No. I mean, I don't know. We're probably not going to go tux. We're going to keep it kind of, I don't know. What do you consider a tux? No, it's not going to be a tux.
A tuxedo?
No, it's not going to be
That's what I would consider a tux.
It'll be a suit. It'll be a suit.
Okay.
I'm going to try to have a nice custom made suit made for myself.
Custom made?
Anyways. Yeah. I got a guy. Mike
I've
Lucas
seen on your phone.
Current PWP chat. What are you talking about? I'm looking at the chat over here. Says, I'd buy Kane a plane ticket to Parts Unknown just to visit his family, Blue Kane, Gain, Cocaine, and his newest cousin, Yellow Kane.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canes out there. I don't understand the fascination. Once you get past like one or two indie Canes, then first off, I don't know how they don't have lawsuits going against them in the first place.
Oh, I think they do. I think that's the joke that they made with Yellow Cane was that like, they got a cease and desist for Pink Cane. So they introduced Yellow Cane. And I'm like, I don't know how that's better. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't drink the Yellow Cane.
I did see that video of the debut of Yellow Cane. And at some point, I think canes still need to be big people.
Is it the same person? Because one of
I
the
don't think so. Because he's 190
It's
pounds.
Blue Cane. Is that right?
Sure.
Blue Cane.
He was big though, right?
He is big. Yeah. It's wrestling memes.
The guy,
really? Tom Anstey. Yeah.
Who knew?
Friend of the show.
Yeah, he was been on the program before.
Well, he knew, and other people when he posted to his
social media. Who knew? Scott Narver. Who nobody knew.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So we could spend Christmas with everybody.
Yeah, and then maybe stay there forever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, and become the mayor there?
Yeah, you could be the mayor of Parts Unknown.
Can you?
Nobody will ever know.
How do you get votes? How do you get votes in Parts Unknown?
It's his family. Look how many fucking Canes there are.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a feeling he doesn't want Gain to get married though.
No?
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna be stripping rights away from Gain any moment.
I don't know. His profession makes it seem like he'd be okay with it.
One would think, yeah. Andrew Beeler in the chat says, "Who are we shopping for next?" And I said, "Whoever you want, you pick." So once Andrea chimes in with who she wants to shop for next, we'll switch to that. But in the meantime, you got one?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Let me see here. Oh, Okada.
Okada. Okay. What are you buying for Okada?
Birdhouse.
For what?
I'm buying Okada a birdhouse.
All right.
For all those birds he keeps flipping.
Is he flipping an excessive amount of birds?
They got to be housed somewhere.
Is he flipping an excessive amount?
Oh, Jake, it's like this. It's like this all the time with this guy. AEW television just
on YouTube
constantly. Well, Okada does it, and he's going to need a birdhouse for all these birds.
Okay, I love it. Now, are you making him one from scratch?
Oh, I don't want it to be faulty. I don't want a bird to have its neck be broken in there.
Are you gonna have my suit guy make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly who I would go to.
Yeah.
Once he's done with your suit.
Yeah. No, you can do the bird camp first. It's going to need that.
No, priority. And you're going to be eating a lot before the wedding. So that thing's going to have to change a lot. It's going to be, you're going to say,
I'm hoping to go the other way.
Yeah, I know you're
more
hoping.
Narrow and grow more hair.
No, I don't think the suit guy can help you there. That's
I'm having him knit.
Call the Canes for that because they know how to get the wigs.
That's a good point. A very good point. I love this. A little birdhouse for Okada.
Yeah.
Where's he going to keep it?
In his backyard.
Okay. Now, does he have to like take the birds with him when he wants to use them for TV?
Sure. Yeah, he pack up the birdhouse and take it with him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I don't have anything good for Okada except maybe a contract for a different company.
Really? You want to watch him?
No, you know what? Here's the thing. I've heard how good he is for years and years and years.
Yeah, like Kenny Omega.
That I really want to see what everybody else sees in him.
Yeah.
And every clip I see of him, I go, wait, this guy?
Watch the old stuff, Jake. That's what I would
Everybody says that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Kenny Omega effect. It's like, it's, at the end of the day, it's the person who's got the toys and how they play with the toys. And if you go to a friend's house, you're like, I don't like how they play with G.I. Joes. It's not fun. I won't play with them anymore. Yeah, you leave.
Right.
You take your G.I. Joes and you go home and you go find another friend. And you go,
right.
Yeah, I love the way that we play with G.I. Joes. This is so great. And then you come up with the stories and it's fun battles together.
Right.
But sometimes when you go, I know you've got that action figure. I don't have them. It's super special and it's cool.
It'd be fun.
But it's not worth it.
No.
Because you ruin them.
You bash their heads together.
I watched them on the show. I watched the commercials and they were so cool. But then when you play with them, you ruin them.
This might be the single best analogy I've ever heard for AEW. Did you see the Bischoff, like in an airport, Ariel Helwani interview?
I'm trying to figure out right now.
Did I say his name wrong?
No.
Oh.
It's Bischoff. If Bischoff is
in an airport
with Ariel Helwani?
No, he's in an airport zooming from an airport at like and
that's less fun. I thought Ariel Helwani's like, Eric Bischoff, hey, how are you? He's like, I'm just enjoying some Chick-fil-A.
It just started that way.
Boy, it's overpriced.
And it's funny because it got interrupted because he's like, oh, sorry, this woman's refilling my coffee. And it was just really funny to me. But he pretty much shit all over why AEW is bad and it was very entertaining. And he's not wrong about literally any of it. But what you just did might rival that because that was just A+ work there. Did you see? Okay, we got one from the chat here from Mike Lucas again, but I want to ask you: did you see all of War Games?
I did.
Did you see the women's match in War Games? Did you watch it with your eyes open?
I paid less attention over time. Once War was removed from it.
Okay,
and I was watching games.
Okay, so but you saw, I'm sure, what everybody's talking about.
I don't know what everybody's talking
being
about.
Referenced. Nia Jax swinging a chair. Because they were real special. They might be the worst chair shots since Hogan. And even that's like maybe worse, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to think past what broke my brain, which was Naomi wearing a party hat and getting a toilet seat.
I didn't even see that, so that's how much I was checking out during this match.
Okay,
but I did see the Nia Jax chair shots.
Okay,
and Mike Lucas says that he'd like to buy Nia a few training sessions at Flatbacks, which is the Sean Spears School of Wrestling.
What?
So that she can learn how to swing a chair.
Who said this?
Mike Lucas.
Mike Lucas, bite your tongue, and then someone else's.
Why?
Marky Extreme. First day of wrestling school.
Oh what does he teach? You're right. Chair shots on day one.
Chair shots on day one. Who knows how fucking long you got to wait for Sean Spears?
But doesn't he teach?
It's probably like day 10 because that's fucking funny because it's 10 fingers.
But doesn't Marky teach only how to take them, not how to give them?
I mean, if you're conscious enough, I think you could also learn how to give them.
You know what?
Later in the class.
You know what? I think that's fair. I really respect what you did here, Mike. I think we're going to upgrade your gift from Flatbacks to the Marky Extreme Wrestling School.
Flatbacks?
Yeah. And you know what?
I bet so many people drive by that place and go, oh, God damn it. I thought we could get flapjacks. God, I guess we'll have to get breakfast someplace else. What the hell is this place?
He says, isn't Marky retired? Nobody retires in wrestling. I was waiting for you to say. Come on.
You gotta bite 3 tongues now, Mike Lucas.
And maybe after chair shot day, she could go to shake weight class because they're very effective.
Or Shoney's with Marky Extreme.
There you go.
The one that Scott Steiner formerly owned.
All right. Anybody else? Who else you got? I guess I should pick.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
What are you gonna get Jimmy Uso? You got Jay a gift. What about Jimmy? They talk all the time. They're twins.
I'm gonna get Jimmy. A time machine.
time machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a time machine. I don't know where I'm getting it from. I think
you're not renting it.
Didn't
it's not like a pass for a day that at the mall. Oh, they got the time machine at the mall.
No. I'm gonna find one. I think didn't New Day use one once? I'm sure that there's sitting around. Yeah. I'm gonna get the New Day time machine.
They can't agree on who keeps it now.
Right. I'm gonna have him go back to right before he was injured, and Jay got a big solo push. So that way,
Solo's a different guy.
So that way he had a gimmick right now because.
You don't want to give him the gift of a gimmick,
but I don't know what that gimmick is. I'd like him to find it because it's about personal growth. It's about the journey. I want him to figure it out for himself.
Really? Because I feel like they deal with a lot of writers, and you're a writer.
I mean, all right, fine.
What if you wrote him a movie?
I'm gonna write Jimmy Uso a movie where he plays a wrestler named Jay Uso.
He's going to tell his brother's story?
It's all about Jay Uso's rise to stardom. It's called Yeet, the Jay Uso story, starring Jimmy Uso.
That's amazing. So what about...
By the way, I'm sure he's non-union, so this shit is not scale, okay?
Sure. So the question then becomes, I'm sure at some point it'll be referenced or you'll see him.
Who's playing Jimmy Uso? Is that really asking? Yeah, obviously Sami Zayn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go John Quasto.
No.
That he owes you another favor. Like, hey, I need you to be in my movie. Available now, Pinch on Amazon Prime for purchase and for rent, but why not purchase it?
I actually don't think it's for rent anymore. I think you can only buy it now.
Yeah, why the fuck would you rent it? You're not going to get around to it in 72 hours.
Spend $10 and I get like 13 cents of it, okay?
You can't get the Blu-ray game, dude. Jake bought them all up.
Bought everyone.
So, yeah, the movie's available on Amazon Prime. Jake's movie, he's written and directed. He stars in it. And our own John Quasto is in it as well.
It's true. So is a friend of the pod, Mike Bridenstine.
Oh, right. Yes.
And I'm sure other people. But I just want to continue the process because you asked me who plays Jimmy in the movie, and I said, obviously, that's going to be
Sami Zayn.
Who's going to play Sami Zayn? You're going to play Sami Zayn.
Me?
Yeah. You need to grow your beard out. You need to grow the hair out. You got to do some push-ups, but not a lot.
Wait,
not too many.
Wait, which Sami Zayn are we talking about? Because right now,
no, of the bloodline
he's doing a couple of push-ups, but there's a time.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you'll be fine.
Do you have a hoodie for me, or do I have to buy my own?
Oh, well, I'll get you one. We'll get you one. But holy shit. But you do need to figure out how to get your head above your shoulder for that haluva kick.
My head above my shoulders?
Your foot. I meant to say your foot. Yet, if there's anything I know you're going to struggle with, it's getting your head above your own shoulders, Scott.
All right.
Fucking Tamina.
I got to get that shampoo.
Mike wants to get Jimmy a mirror so he feels like he still has a twin. All right. I got one for you.
Okay.
He seems to be super happy. He seems to be everybody's friend right now for the most part. Despite the fact that he has a cancer to every locker room he's ever been, what are you going to get for CM Punk for the holidays?
CM Punk. Yeah, I mean, I've never had a crossword with him. I've never had a word with him.
You've never done Sudoku? Did you do Sudoku with him?
No.
No?
I don't know how those work.
No? Anagrams?
Is 13 the answer to everything?
I think so.
Anagrams. Is that the game that ever plays? And it's like, I did anagrams before my friend online.
No, that's Bananagrams you're thinking of.
Bananagrams, that's right.
You're thinking of WWE TNGFNG on ANW.
Right, hosted by Booker T. CM Punk, no interactions with him, so that's what I mean. It's every interaction with fans, right? Like fans, it's there's horror stories,
right,
galore,
right.
But then sometimes you hear the other side of it and you go, well, I mean, CM Punk was in a public restroom, but the door was shut and he was taking a shit. And you're like, hey man, can I get a selfie? And he was upset and berated you. Like, of course. But I still want to set a tone of like, hey, I'm coming in on a professional level.
Right.
So I want to greet you because I have a wrestling podcast where I make a lot of jokes about wrestlers at their expense.
Right. Sure. Of course.
And what do I contribute? I do other comedy wrestling things, again, at everyone's expense.
Right.
So I feel like, we're practically on the same level. So CM Punk, well, he loves his wife.
He does love his wife.
He loves his dog. It seems like
he does love his dog, yeah.
So I think I got to lean in something towards the dog.
Okay.
And I've seen that dog.
Okay.
He loves that dog.
Okay.
I think that dog's kind of hideous.
How rude.
Some might say, but I beat her at Mario Kart. I would get doggy braces for that dog's teeth.
Now that's more of a gift for the dog. What's his name again?
Larry.
That's more of a gift for Larry than it is for CM Punk, right?
Yeah, right. But, I know it's a gift for the dog, but it's a treat.
Right.
Because the braces will be flavored. Because you can't give a dog anything that's not flavored. So it's Kenny Omega's arm flavored.
Oh, he fucking loves that. That's his favorite flavor.
It's so tasty.
That's a great idea.
So he won't be trying to knock out the braces. He won't be trying to get him out. It's just like, oh, okay. It'll fix the dog's teeth.
Right.
And it'll be Kenny Omega arm flavored, which is the new tasty flavor for all dogs.
Yeah, I respect this.
Mm-hmm.
I respect this. Mine's not going to be as thoughtful as yours for CM Punk. I mean, dude, you're pushing 50 and you've never done a drug in your life. What is going on? I'm gonna get him some under eye cream.
Under eye cream.
Yeah, just to try to see if we can't just smooth out the pockets under his eyes and make him look like he's drugged all the time.
As you did that, I see the pockets in your eyes.
Oh, I look just like him. Trust me. I'm gonna find out which one works best on him and get some for myself.
Is there specifically under eye cream?
Specifically? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
What about over eye cream?
Like you put right over your eyes on top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what was happening in AEW for a while. That's why everybody was wearing those goddamn eye patches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone got a hold of some over
misused.
Eye cream. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they didn't.
I think I got some too a couple months back.
I forgot all about you.
Yeah. Okay, under eye cream for CM Punk. Hey, you're just thinking of his acting career.
100%.
Yeah. If they got to make Let's Make a Cult 2, it's got to look better than he did the first time.
Seriously,
it's a great movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Great movie.
Who else you got? Who else you want to shop for?
John Moxley.
Oh, what are we gonna get for John Moxley?
That guy's a fucking sourpuss right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Why is he so sad?
Because he's trying to murder all the people that he was in groups with.
Like actually murder them?
Yeah.
And is that on a wrestling show where it's about fighting as a sport?
Yeah.
And this is the realistic one where points matter and wins and losses, right?
Yeah, they got a bracket right now.
Oh, okay.
That is like a Keno playing card.
Oh.
And I look at it and I go, I don't get it.
Okay, cool. So he's trying to actually murder people and end lives.
Yeah. Bryan Danielson.
Have the police
plastic bag over the head.
Oh, great. Okay. Suffocate him.
Bleach onto Orange Cassidy's face and mouth.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, in fairness, he's probably a trumper. And that maybe
Orange Cassidy.
No. John Moxley thought he had COVID. He was trying to cure it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I think Moxley, I think, well, great author. And then on top of that, medical personnel.
Yeah. He's like, I don't understand evolution either. He's pouring.
Well, it was a group they fought, so why would he?
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's just a shield. You know what? I get Moxley.
What'd you get him?
One of those gigantic lollipops that's super colorful.
Okay, like the big ones from like kids in the 1940s.
Like little rascals, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is in color, it's not in black and white. Just a giant lolly.
It's almost like a rope that's rolled in a spiral.
It looks gorgeous. Yeah. It looks like something you get at Main Street and Disneyland. I wouldn't be surprised if they do sell those.
Right, of course.
But just the wonderful, vivid colors, the oranges and reds.
The size of his head.
Yellow. Yeah, the size of his head. Just a big old fucking lollipop because you can't be upset in a sourpuss if you got one of them big old lollipops.
I like it. I like it. And also, it's a great visual.
It is.
Making him carry that down to the ring. Does he have to have it with him all the time?
Because you know what his group is now?
No.
Death Riders.
WRIT or RID?
Well, that's the joke that he's it's death writing of the show, but and then you could also joke that they're writing the show to death. But I just picture that group, all them guys, and then Moxley with big old lolly. Death Riders.
I like this, and I have another slightly similar thing. Do you remember we talked about this on the show? I believe I think it might have been more in the Discord. Join the Discord if you're not there. The link is at pwpalskis.com. There was like skewers, like barbecue skewers that somebody stabbed his head, and I thought it was spaghetti. I was like, why is there spaghetti? My gift is going to be spaghetti.
The guy who trained to be a wrestler. Hey, why's he got spaghetti in his head?
I'm gonna get actual spaghetti because I think that it would hurt a lot less. And then when you're done, you can have a nice pasta.
Yeah, and you know what? You might have made a little sauce out of your head.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little spaghetti.
Yeah.
Some angel hair.
Sure.
Because it's hair. Because it looks like hair, angel hair.
Well, his hair does look like angel hair.
Does he even have any? Is it just?
It's very thin.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
When it's there.
Listen, we all have thinning hair at times in our lives.
Do we?
Some of us really needs this Hims to fucking start working. I like this. I respect that we've.
I like your choice too.
Both gone food items.
Because I assume that's what you're talking about. Is the one that you chose.
Yeah. What about he had another big year as far as being high profile, maybe not the most successful, but what about Drew McIntyre?
Oh, Drew McIntyre. Boy, it's been a tough year for him.
Yeah.
He's an instigator, that guy.
Yeah.
Just can't let things go. And now he started shit up again. I don't know if you saw that.
He attacked Seth. No, who did he attack?
No, the man who I'm trying to study to play in a major.
Oh yeah, picture. right. Sammy. Right. He attacked Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. But he's an upset guy. You know what I do? Because I hear this is good for meditation, and maybe he just needs that. Maybe he's got too much stress. One of those sensory deprivation tanks.
Like Daredevil sleeps in.
I mean, he's blind. What does he know what he fucking sleeps in? He could just be in a room.
No, I think the whole point is it blocks out his hearing, so he doesn't hear everything.
Does it? Or
that's what it was in the Ben Affleck movie Director's Cut.
Is that what you got on Blu-ray recently?
Yeah, I got that on Blu-ray. Coolio's really good at it.
They gave that away.
Coolio's they actually paid me $2 to take it.
Yeah. Boy, I'm like, this is not the pre-show. This is not a movie podcast. Don't talk about what a piece of shit that movie is. People already know.
All right, so Drew McIntyre,
sensory deprivation tank. Ben Affleck
chamber.
Currently sleeps in. If I heard you correctly.
That's why Jennifer Garner came back. He's cycling through all of his exes, and it's just like he's in the tank again. We gotta get him out of the tank. Yeah. Call Jen. She knows how to do this. Which Jen? No, not that one. The other one.
Right. And then while you're in it, apparently it gives you sweet back tattoos. Right. That's what it did.
Oh, yeah. No,
he's got that big old sweet back tat.
Sweet.
So Batista must have one as well.
No, but he slept face down. That's why we got that little sun all those years ago.
Well, yeah, he spins in his sleep.
That's fair.
I still can't find the word that I'm looking for. Roller. He's a roller in his sleep. I don't know.
Sure.
Why not? Tosser.
Yeah, he's a real fucking tosser.
He's a real tosser.
That Batista's a real tosser.
Yeah. Right.
That one's just for you, Mickey. So you're giving him the exact one that was used in the making of Daredevil, the director's cut.
Yeah.
And how do you think this is going to help him?
It'll help him calm down, center himself, meditate, just cool out. Like you can be a little bit angry because you're Scottish, and apparently that's a stereotype that we're all fine with. But it's, you'll be able to pick your battles because you're in that tank and it's fine, and it's got a little bit of water in it from what I hear. That's fun. Yeah. People like a little bit of splashy.
What if it has the opposite effect where it allows him to think more about the things that he's just really angry about all the time?
Well, then it'll be focused.
All right. So either way, it's good for his career.
It's good for his career.
Right.
Maybe it's longevity. Right. And you take it with you wherever you go. Wrestlers like to travel light.
And what about his wife?
What about her?
Is it a double? Does she sleep in it with him?
What is this, Lucy and Ricky?
I don't know.
You think it's the 1950s and you
Robin
got
Laura
side by
Petrie.
side?
I don't know how they do it there in Scotland.
No, if you want to have your sexing with your wife, you get out of your tank, you go do that, you wash up before you get in the tank. You don't want some extra genital juice swirling around in you. Then it's going to crust up, and then you're not going to be able to get out of the tank. And it's just gross. And you might get pregnant in it. Because those sperm will stay alive in the water.
I love it. Yeah, it stays alive for 3 days. I think I read that once. If it's cold,
minimum.
Okay, I got one. Io Sky, whatever the fuck her name is now. I'm gonna get her.
Yeah.
Do you know when you like if you've been on set, or you see in TV when people are on set and they're
so I've heard
in between takes. Yeah, that's why I said see on TV for you. In between takes, the actors wear these big parkas when it's cold so they can be warm, and then they just have to take it off and just shoot the scene, then get back into the big parkas, the really big, warm, cozy parkas.
Right. That's what they put on Colin Farrell as a penguin. Like he got so cold because he's a penguin, so they put more on him.
Yeah, they're like, he must be chilly. I eat a chew. I'm gonna get her one of those.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get her one of those parkas because she's clearly so cold that she keeps putting a garbage pail on herself.
Right.
And like, I get that there's heat, like you're breathing, you're creating warmth in there. You don't have to go through all that trouble. Farts. Who knows? Although that's the thing. No, not farts, because it doesn't go down past her butt, I don't think.
No.
So she's just farting out.
She might fart high. She is Io Sky. She probably farts upwards.
She's the what of the sky? Master of the sky?
Yeah. The ass blaster of the sky.
Thank you. I was like,
she walks by Omos and Omos is like, "Did you just fart?" And then like I don't know, tiny person that works there be like, "I don't smell it."
But yeah,
Ilya Dragunov. He doesn't know.
He has no idea what's happening. Not a clue. Not a fucking clue. Anyways, I think a big parka. She's clearly cold all the time. Mm-hmm. You don't have to put garbage pails. Also, it is a little padding, so when you land, after you jump off the cage for no apparent reason, it'll be a little soft. You'll be cozy.
Sure.
She can just wear it all the time, always. Take naps in it. I think it's a great gift. It's a gift that keeps on giving. A big old parka.
You know what? I want in on this.
Okay.
I also want to get her a little something.
Okay.
I want to get her La Parka's outfit.
What is La Parka's outfit?
Is it the best?
Is it like 2 masks and then I need to look it up.
Look it up. Look up La Parka. So yeah, this will just be for
I attempt to do this on the live stream. I always botch it. I always screw it up every time.
Yeah, I think
I end up accidentally playing the intro every time.
La Parka's outfit is the best. So that's in between all the times when she's not wearing that, and maybe it is like, oh, I gotta, I'm going to Sizzler and I want to wear something nice, so I can't just wear the parka.
Oh, okay.
She wears La Parka's outfit.
It's just a bodysuit specifically.
There's
something I couldn't remember.
Bite Mike Lucas's tongue.
I couldn't remember whether or not there was like more items of clothing to it. I just remember a skeleton, but
there's a hood as well.
Yeah, there is. Does he take the hood off to wrestle? Because it doesn't matter.
No, he does not.
No, yeah.
La Parka, it's the manifestation of Skeletor and Luchador. He's so cool.
Which of course, if you take both of those, Skeletor and Luchador, and combine them together, it would be Skeletor. Oh, never mind.
But this is great because Io Sky's an independent contractor, so she could also get more dates wearing this outfit, and no one knows. No one's the wiser.
Right. I really like.
Just don't report on your taxes.
I really like his fancy little pose in this photo.
Dude, that's an old man wrestler.
I know. I like
posing. It's great.
But I also like that it looks like there's a championship belt just built right into his.
That's the best way to go. That's what people always think you're a champion, so they can't ever take it away from you.
I respect it. I'm on board with this in its entirety. I have no notes.
No notes, he says.
I think that was the only time we successfully did a share screen ever on the program.
And it'll be the last.
And I didn't play the theme song. I came back to this scene accidentally. Mike Lucas also has something for Io, cinder blocks for her ankles so that she can't climb cages anymore.
Oh, no.
But also she won't be able to ever swim in a lake.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Or she'll swim in a lake permanently.
Yeah. There might be a downside to that, though.
Yeah.
She may get super huge fucking calves because she'll be trying.
Right.
And they'll be attached to her. And then it'll be like the opposite of what people always say about wrestlers, right? They'll go like, working the upper body, never the legs.
Right.
And you see your calves, you go, Jesus Christ.
Right. No, that's a fair point.
Be massive.
You got another person?
Yeah.
Who you got?
Well, things have changed for this guy. He's made decisions in his life. He's moved. He's no longer with WWE. Now he's in AEW. Ricochet. It's like moving into a new house.
And
it's
I'm tempted to also get him La Parka's
just not Prince Pumas?
Just for the mask. No. Do you have something for him?
Do I have something for him?
Like, are you pitching this because you already have an idea? Or you just
no, I was asking you.
Okay. So what am I going to get Ricochet for the holidays? He's in AEW. I mean, I'm tempted just because he's in AEW. like to just get him like the best health insurance plan that he could find, because like he's just gonna really need it. Like if you thought the shit he was doing in WWE was like one thing's too far, like I mean, I think I'm gonna get him like an all expense Aflac premium health insurance plan. I want to get him,
but he doesn't have a sleep deprivation tank anymore.
Well, you gave it away.
From Affleck to Drew McIntyre.
And Gilbert Gottfried, by the way, not the new fucking guy.
Right.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. Scab.
I don't know. I think maybe I just want to get him like, I wanted the man to be healthy. And I have a feeling that in that company, he's going to do things that are going to so I'm going to get him like either that, or you know what, like just like a nice spa treatment.
Oh,
just something that like, massage,
like the mud bath.
A mud bath.
People love the mud bath.
Cucumbers on his eyes, which Punk also could have used, but I just went for the cream itself.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that he's just going to be in a lot of pain.
Sometimes you get a cucumber on the eye. Someone say that's a real tosser.
Oh, geez Louise. Tim Redbeard wants to give Ricochet a voucher for a class as local community college in public speaking.
Man, that's fucked up for all the other people in that class.
I mean,
because he might blow him away.
Or just a brochure for the course. He's got that AEW money now. Oh, so now Tim doesn't want to pay for it. Tim's like, he's going to give you an idea of something you can go spend on yourself. You are a shitty gift giver, Tim. Jeez Louise.
I want to figure out the name of this toy.
That a Bop It.
No,
I mean, speak and spell.
I got it. I got it already. My Google Foo is on point today. I know what I would get Ricochet.
Okay.
For selfish reasons, but I think he'd also have a good time.
The speak and spell?
No, I wouldn't do that to a speak and spell. A pogo ball. Do you remember pogo ball?
A pogo ball. Is that
looks like Saturn?
It's like a big ball that has like a skateboard wrapped around it.
Well, it's circular, and it's not. I think it's like a plastic kind of board.
Now I am remembering what. Yes, this is a big '90s, late '80s project.
Yes,
a pogo ball,
and it always felt like
I remember. Oh my god, all my friends had 3 of these in the garage, and nobody ever played with it.
I never had one. I didn't know nobody that had one, and it looked like it was the coolest, most fun thing in the world. And this might be a thing where I don't give a shit about people putting Legos in the ring for a wrestling match. Like that doesn't do anything for me. And I go, come on, that's dumb. If Ricochet busted out a pogo ball, I'd watch. I've never seen anyone in all the trends of what we see of people busting out old toys and doing stuff. I have not seen impressive things done with a pogo ball. I bet he's the man to do it.
I mean, look at how good this kid is at it.
It's right before he gets hit by a bus. Mommy, look at me. I'm outside. My skin's not burning. Wham. Bus. Double decker. Because he's English. There's the 3 from the garage.
Look at all, yeah, exactly.
Take him outside and spray him off with a hose.
Somebody is slightly one-upping you in the chat. That is Tim saying, what about moon shoes? Same principle.
Don't those just help your back?
They help you jump higher.
Do they? I thought they were like a support thing for.
No, they just make you go
for tubbies.
For
Teletubbies.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Don't they wear moon shoes? They're not from this planet.
Save. I like a pogo ball. That is really good, though. But just because it would annoy. Who is he facing that he's fighting with a pogo ball?
I mean, think of the big names of the AEW roster that they have. They got Bandito, right?
Okay, no, I don't want it. I want it to be him.
You don't want him to fight Bandito?
When I hear it, I'll know. It's a big guy. It's got to be a Dave and Goliath story.
Oh, so there goes Roosh.
Okay.
All right. Doesn't get any bigger than Satnam Singh.
Great. Perfect. So the reason you had to get him a pogo ball was because he has been tasked in a bring your own gimmick style contract in an 80s toys match versus Singh, and he gets a skip it. So he has to be using a skip it for the entirety of the match.
I hope a referee gets a My Pet Monster.
No, the referee is a My Pet Monster.
Oh, okay.
Got a little referee shirt on.
And the little chains.
Yeah. He has to be using the skip it for the entirety of the match.
I would pay good money.
Or it's like the winner is the only way that Ricochet wins is by pinning, but the only way that Singh wins is by scoring 200 on a skip it.
Oh wow, 200.
Yeah.
That's expert level.
Yeah, I mean, listen, these are pro athletes.
They are.
Yeah.
It's true. And it ain't ballet, from what I hear. Could be. I've never seen ballet.
Mike just says, we'll bring back Marco Stunt, and then Ricochet could be Goliath. Great. What do you get Marco Stunt for the holidays? He's just retired. He's got all this free time.
He's just retired.
Just get him a PlayStation.
Fishing pole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's better. Get him outside.
Retired people fishing.
Let's get him outside. Yeah, fishing pole.
Yeah.
But fly fishing. There's some skill. It takes some patience.
Sure, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's a little pretty. Get him a fly fishing set.
Could get caught in his hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like maybe we should let's do something like a rapid fire round here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because we're getting to the end here.
Rapid fire.
Paul
Heyman.
Paul Heyman. I'm gonna get him an old style cell phone, like the retro cell phone, because the smartphones, they seem to not be working too well for him. People are constantly breaking them. I feel like those old brick phones, nobody can step on that shit. Like he
did have. You thought?
Yeah, no. I want to
got rid of it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get him like a nice refurbish. Go to like a vintage shop, get a vintage tech place, get somebody to work it out really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Laurinaitis.
Oh shit, John Laurinaitis. I don't know, a fucking prison jumpsuit. I like to get people something they're gonna need.
You going bright orange?
Yeah. Bright orange.
You getting the highway cleaning tools as well, like the stabby stick in the bag?
I'm sure it'll be provided for him.
Okay. That's a BYOB.
Yeah. Linda McMahon.
Oh, Linda McMahon. I'm gonna set her up with a profile on Cougar.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
that are you familiar with this because you're back in the dating scene and that's an app you're familiar with? I haven't heard about it.
Cougar is real,
Yeah?
my friend.
Okay.
I don't know if I can't speak from experience because I don't know if I'm not the fresh cougar meat they want, because I think they go for the younger fellas, but it's about the older ladies, the mature broads.
All right, I respect
Maybe
that.
We'll set up a photo shoot or something like that. Get her some leopard print, make her a little Peg Bundy-ish or something.
All right, I respect it.
So get her cougar profile so she can be out on the prowl.
100% on board. She deserves after everything she's been through.
And is doing to others.
That's what I was good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What about what's his name?
I don't know.
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio. Oh, God, I mean, doesn't he have everything already? All right.
Luckiest man on the planet.
He's doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah.
He's married in real life, and then he had
there's two girlfriends on screen
girlfriends
who are so far out of his league, it's not even funny.
But, it comes with everything, because he also does have to hang out with Carlito. So he is cursed a lot of the time. So I got to keep that in mind. But I think what I would get him is I would for his house. I'm assuming he has a hardy compound.
Okay.
That he just has a vast amounts of land.
Right.
And I'd go all out and we're build him his own tunnel of love.
Oh, love that, with a big old swan.
Big old swan. And you got to do the pedal.
Right.
You got to do the pedal with the swan. So that way, because he clearly loves all. He's
100%.
So much love.
But the swan is big enough for 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a back seat.
Right.
So if you
3 other people,
if you lip off,
right,
and you're like, in the tunnel with them, you're to the back.
Right.
And then you might be able to rotate back by the time we get back around.
Right.
But yeah, it's a whole.
I love
whole
that.
System.
I respect that. Who else you got?
Who else I got? Your favorite, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez. I'm gonna get her Iron Giant on 4K Blu-ray.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that you could learn that even when you're big and stiff, you can still have a heart.
Okay. So it's a morality tale.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about her friend?
Who
she's protecting? Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. I'm gonna get Liv Morgan. I just, how you just get a vibe from some people, and like you have a feeling, the sort of thing that they're going to love forever.
Yeah.
Like, I think Liv Morgan, she's young. She's very online. She's very like part of like the online culture. I bet you the idea of like a tactile magazine is something that's like kind of novelty and fun for her. I'm going to get her an annual subscription to High Times.
An annual subscription?
Yeah.
To High Times?
Yeah, I feel like that's right up her vibe, right up her lane.
You think she smokes?
Oh, I think she's a total, just some people, you just look at it and you go like, yeah, that person just screams pothead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like she's a pothead. I just get the vibe.
Okay.
I don't know if they're allowed to smoke pot in WWE. They should.
I don't know if it's while they're there. That's
right.
Like, go ahead. We're watching.
They're in Gorilla.
We know it's okay. It's like parents for teenagers. Like,
sure,
if you're gonna drink at the house.
Right, exactly.
We don't know when you go out there on the road. We don't trust you. Some of your friends.
You don't have to drive home because you're already here. Your friends can spend the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we know you have friends with other companies. We don't want you to meet up with them and do something bad because we don't know what their rules are. We don't trust those parents.
Right.
That Tony Khan, I don't know what he's doing. He's got weird rules and he's always picking at his nose.
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan.
You just brought him up, so let's end with Tony Khan. What are you getting Tony Khan for the holidays?
Let's end with Tony Khan. What choice words? What do I get Tony Khan for the holidays? Well, let me see. He's got a vast wrestling empire. He's got a lot of shows. He doesn't have a lot of time on his hands. He's got so much. The man, he's another one. It's like he's got everything, right? Like what do you actually get for the man who has everything? And again, trying to not say the first two things that
say it.
Mind. No, I can't, because what if he actually hires the show that RJ City ripped off someday? I don't want him to find these things.
Okay.
I want to squeeze the money out of him just like everybody else.
Because everything that you just said isn't incriminating enough. You haven't given us all the information we need.
No, no one wants the context part. They'll always just play the horrible clip.
Oh,
they'll just be like, "Oh, Scott said this word that starts with that letter."
That's really funny.
Tony Khan.
Say what you want, and then we're going to end it with Tim's, because Tim put a really nice little button on this.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Tony Khan.
So the pressure's off you.
I get him on My Pillow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mike Lindell's on My Pillow. Because I bet you Tony Khan hasn't laid his head down on a pillow in so long
that it doesn't matter if it's a good one, because he'll think it's good even if it's a piece of shit.
Are the My Pillows not good?
Oh, God, they're awful.
What do you mean? They're like, advertised on television.
They're like bags of rocks.
What?
They're the worst pillows I've ever.
Name me another pillow you've seen advertised on television that's so great.
Purple.
Purple?
Yeah.
That's a Teletubby.
Everything's Teletubbies with you.
No, and dicks.
You always see dicks everywhere, and you only talk about Teletubbies.
And I see dicks on Teletubbies. They try not to show them, but they're there. I'd give him a nice pillow so that way he could take a rest and have a snooze and let someone else do some work, and just he could catch up on some sleep and then come up with a good idea every so often.
Tim Redbeard in the chat says he just wants to get Tony a sincere hug from his dad so that he can finally cross over. Well done, sir. That'll do it for the program this week. Thanks for joining us. If you join us in the live stream, if you're listening to this and you want to join us in the live stream, then you got to become a patron over at patreon.com/PW Palskis. We are restructuring the Patreon for the next year.
For your benefit.
2020, $5 Patreon for the entire year. $5 for everything on the Patreon for the entire year of 2025.
Wait a minute. Watch-alongs, they got to pay more for that, don't they?
$5.
What? To be entered into the PWP Battle World, they got to pay more for that, right?
$5.
What the shit? $5 for everything.
$5.
Okay.
We're like Big E and NXT. Just $5. You don't remember that? He did that once.
No, he
made people count to 5 too. Like who was King Kong Bunny did that? Who did that?
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
The count of 5.
He stole that from King Kong Bunny, but it was good. I liked.
Sean Spears is like, I'll double it.
Yeah. It's got to be twice as good, right? Anyways, we are gonna go take some hotline calls.
December 24th, Christmas Eve. The restructuring, the rehaul of Patreon will go to $5. So check it out now, and you can sign up annually. So you can do it now and get a 10% discount. That's all available now. But we got to get to other calls. We got to do other things. So check that out while we do that, because time is a fat circle.
Scott and I will say goodbye to the live stream.
Bye.
Bye. 747-666-5606. That's the number to the Pro Wrestling Palskis hotline. Scott and Harvey, you want to hear what the hotline has in store for us today?
I got nothing else going on. Why the fuck not?
Jeez. All right. Fine.
Pro Wrestling Palskis, what's going on? It's Tim Redbeard from Connecticut. I hope you are all doing well. It's been a while since I called into the hotline. But, of course, been keeping up with the Discord as much as I can. I do love it. I think we have a really awesome community. And I hope we all stick together and we keep each other positive and keep each other above water. As far as wrestling goes, I don't watch AEW anymore. I couldn't. I just can't do it with them. It's not for me.
The defeat.
But I have really been enjoying WWE again. I mean, I think Triple H is doing a really great job. I'm really into the long-term storytelling. That's awesome. I freaking love it. And I start to think of all these different ways certain stories can go, and it's just cool to see which way they end up going. As far as match of the year for me, I would have to go with more than one. It was the Drew and Punk feud. I thought it was so awesome. Those two work so well together. I'm just hoping Punk stays healthy and gets through Rollins because, sorry, Mickey. But everyone take care of yourselves. Have a very happy holiday, and we'll see you in 2025. Peace.
Tim Redbeard from Connecticut, with all the well wishes and sharing his finishedness with AEW and his joy of WWE currently. Yeah, I also think that maybe my favorite thing of the year has got to be Punk Drew, by kind of a long shot.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I did really enjoy
any of the matches specifically out of the
Hell
three.
in a Cell. I mean, it was very, very, very clean as far as like, it wasn't overcomplicated, but it had the extra things you want in a cell.
Right.
Without having literally everything you've ever seen in wrestling, which
Yeah.
has been a problem for a while.
Yeah. War games. Yeah, it's good. To go back to the AEW thing for a minute.
Sure.
I keep waiting. Like sometimes with wrestling, like I'll take hiatuses from a show or a company for a little bit and be like, I'll check back in a little bit and just see if that gets a little bit
Dip
better.
your toe back in the water, see if it's any warmer.
And I've certainly heard about AEW, and I think it was the marker of you know what? We'll show you what CM Punk did backstage, and you'll see what he did with Jack Perry after that interview he did. You'll see. And then seeing that, I go, all right, that's so fucking.
Yeah, that to me really did feel like a nail in a coffin kind of.
It's a milestone in wrestling history. For sure.
I do think that because of how crowded the space is, dare I say, it's kind of almost like politics, where it's like
studio seems nice,
but like there's always something to talk about that kind of came and went. But I think that like if we ever get the WCW style documentaries that for AEW down the line, I think that more emphasis is going to be talking heads who didn't speak up because they were employed,
right?
Being like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, there's going to be a lot of like, because it definitely felt like a nail in a coffin kind of vibe of like, oh, okay, this company's not a serious company.
And, I mean, that's certainly the Punk interview part of it, where you're hearing that and you heard it a little bit from other people. But when you just see you'll see, and that makes their TV time, and the Young Bucks are involved, and just all the elements where you go, well, that didn't do anything.
Right.
That doesn't, and then you go, okay, where's the story? Where's Jack Perry? Where's this? And none of it comes to fruition.
It didn't make anybody look good or bad. It just existed.
It made
AEW look bad for deciding to show it as if it was like
no way made any wrestlers. Right. It didn't make any of them like marching on their side or going like, we're the company, we don't put up with him anymore.
Right.
And something happened, nothing came about. So you just go like, fuck, I've had a few non-payoffs here and it's frustrating. And that was the biggest non-payoff.
Yeah.
And you flip the channel and you go like, I'm getting payoffs. I'm getting some that culminates to something. So, yeah, I dipped my toe back in a little bit here and there, and I think I ranted a bit on the Discord when Steve Sears
made you watch AEW.
Yeah, because
people thoroughly enjoyed that. In fact, it was pitched that maybe the show should just be you and I watching AEW live from now on.
There's a part of it that I enjoy about that idea, but whenever I've seen this on, I think predominantly on TikTok, when you see people, have you seen any of these clips where people are watching the show and then they have
not really
crazy reactions to when they're watching the show and then the moments occur.
Right.
And I think sometimes it's warranted where something is big, but most of the time it's like bullshit. It's like the trailer reactions.
Yeah, 100%.
Like those videos. And I go, that's a level where I don't want to do it. I want to be genuine, but most of the time, if you watch me watching wrestling,
it's just this.
Yeah, I'm just watching it and I'm trying to listen.
Maybe I have a smirk on my face if I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, if it's the first go around,
right,
I'm watching it. So I like the idea.
Every now and then, you'll hear like a not wildly enthusiastic, "Oh shit," out of me. Like I feel like that's like my range on watching wrestling. Like if something crazy happens or somebody gets hurt or it looks like somebody got hurt or it's like a big move, "Oh shit." Like I'll hear that. You'll get that a lot from me.
If I'm watching with a fellow funny friend, I'll say horrible and wildly inappropriate things to try and make, us laugh.
Right.
With it. And I go, I can't really broadcast that.
No, I don't want to put this out in the world.
That's kind of bad.
I don't want people to know that I'm actually a horrible person. I need to keep the facade that I'm a very happy, good boy.
No, I'm just making fun of everybody. That's all. But yeah, I'm hoping for a resurgence of just more coherence, I think is what I want out of AEW. So I've checked back in. There's certainly players and stuff that I like amongst it, but WWE has been so fun this year. There's been so much more, as much as I say like War Game sucks, so much other shit's been great.
Right.
Like,
and in fairness, despite the silliness of the match and kind of what it's become and what we've come to expect of it, the story they told in War Games with the two bloodlines was a good story. There were moments in that with Punk that were great. The not picking him up and the him
arm,
saving him. Yep.
The arm in front of the Punk
exiting the cage. Yep. And
but
so
Sammy, run! All your friends are being beat up in the part of the match that doesn't matter at all because we're gonna then start all over and do another match.
It's gonna take 2 hours. He's saving his energy.
Christ.
But like so even though there are things about it that we can definitely nitpick and be like this should be changed,
they're still delivering wonderful.
They're delivering entertainment.
Yes. Yeah. And breaking ankles.
Is that the next pay-per-view? No, WWE delivering entertainment and breaking ankles?
Was that Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed?
Bronson Reed, yeah.
Two busted wheels. One of my favorite things of the year, Gunther and Orton.
Yeah, that was really good.
The two of those matches, like I fucking love what they bring out of each other.
Yeah.
Because Orton's excited, Gunther's excited.
It was fun too because Orton has been such a WWE guy for decades at this point that he is such a sports entertainer, and Gunther still has that kind of indie grit that lives on him. Not that he's not fully ingratiated in WWE style, but what was nice is that it pulled a little bit more of the charismatic sports entertainer promo-y stuff out of Gunther, and it pulled a little bit more of that like hard-hitting classic wrestling, catch as catch can style out of Orton. They both kind of pulled the best out of each other in a way that I thought was really good.
Yeah, it's that was some of my anticipated stuff. I love the Punk McIntyre stuff too, but that's right up there with me. And
yeah.
It's a good feeling to be excited for wrestling again, just overall.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's fair.
It's been a pretty good year for wrestling, even with people going to different places. Like for those who fucking love Ricochet, like that's great that he's over there with your Kyle Fletchers and your Will Ospreays and all that. Because if
you flippy flops,
yeah,
you love a flippy flop.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if guys are just going like, I want something different, great, go get it. Have at it.
All right, well, let's have at this other hotline call.
Okay.
Hey there, Palskis. This is Spits of Retribution, and I gotta tell you, those old WWF wrestling comic books were wild. There was the one where Kevin Nash wandered a post-apocalyptic wasteland, fighting mutants from The Undertaker, fought literal demons. Heck, I remember one where Jimmy Superfly Snuka got possessed by an evil helmet, went on a killing spree. Really, really terribly awkward in hindsight. Yeah, I was curious if y'all could make a WWF comic book, and as I just explained, they can get really out there. What would you all do with today's modern wrestlers? Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Take care, y'all. Bye.
Mass Llama, talking about zany WWF/E comic books.
He's reminding me that I bought a fair amount of those comic
right?
books.
Didn't you buy a Taker book?
And I think I got a couple other ones. I got some that were missing, and then I think there's like a Stone Cold one, a China one, and I just have all those. I never busted them out because I read stuff at night, and so that situation I was in, they're all bagged and boarded. So to pop open each one and untape it.
Seems it's not relaxing. The whole point of the reading at night is that, a quick little open the book, it's relaxing, but it's like if you have to do work.
And they're all open and out, then the cat's like, what is this? I'm gonna lay on this, and
you're literally perfectly describing the reason why I only buy trade paperbacks now and I no longer buy individual floppies of comic books. I'm just like, I'm never going to read this. Like, I'm never going to open this up and read this little book.
Right.
When I could just wait 3 months and then get an actual book I can hold in my hand and flip.
Yeah, if that binder isn't there for me to read it on the side, I go, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, 100%.
So yes, I need to do that and report back to those because I think I have some. I think I have maybe the Nash comic.
Do you have Jimmy Snuka murdering a bunch of people with a magical possessed helmet?
Is he thinking of Juggernaut? Jimmy Knot? Snooka Knot?
I'm the Superfly, bitch.
Sign me up.
Definitely did not read that one. Definitely bad.
Please post in Discord, tag us. What is it?
What if all of his victims were women? No, never mind. I shouldn't say that.
Jake signs off on that joke.
What modern wrestler would you put? I mean, honestly, I would put.
I know my first one right away.
Go ahead.
Like the straight to the front of the line. Like, this book is being printed now.
Go for it.
Jacob Fatu.
Doing what? An actual werewolf?
Yeah, fucking small werewolf.
That is fantastic. I respect that. I want that. It seems like a no-brainer.
Right?
He's a Samoan werewolf. Now, is he a Samoan werewolf in like on the Isle of Samoa? Like, is he in Samoa, or is he like just wandering around
everywhere?
Detroit? Exactly.
No, he's got the WWE wrestling schedule, so he turns into a werewolf during the day.
He's an opposite werewolf.
Yeah, because he's got to wrestle at night. That's his job.
Yeah, but doesn't it only matter when it's not about nighttime? It's about full moons for werewolves, isn't it? It's not just like every single night they turn into a werewolf.
No, he's going to the Cracker Barrel as a werewolf. You know, he's got to get his pump on during the gym as a werewolf. He's got to check into the Motel 6 as a werewolf.
Somehow he ended up as a panelist on like a USA Today style morning show as a werewolf.
Are you confusing him with Tyrus?
No, I didn't say fox.
No, not a werewolf, not a fox.
God damn it.
So you do Tyrus is what you're saying.
Yes, my comic would be about Tyrus, and it's how every day he gets food poisoning, and he just has to spend the majority of his life just shitting his brains out on toilet bowl and being sad, and every so often another wrestler comes in and just like kicks him in the face. And then that's the book. And then we all get to be happy.
But he's always trying to read his own
autobiography.
Well, he's like,
his own auto in quotes biography.
He throws up on it.
What about, see, it's tough because now that you said that, now I'm like, oh, what people's actual gimmicks play into it. But that doesn't need to be the case.
Because like Kevin,
but you found a perfect one though. But
yeah. that's the first one because that's
right.
It's also
I will say this.
Enhancement.
Sure, I will say this. We got to see Drew McIntyre use that fucking sword for something. Like, I want to see like
opening cans of spam.
Drew
in a post-apocalyptic world.
Is the Scottish Spaminator. No, like I want to see like Drew McIntyre. He gets into the New Day, aforementioned New Day time machine.
Oh,
and he thinks it's just a stupid cardboard box.
It's not New Days anymore. You gave it to somebody else.
Well, sure.
You regifted someone else's.
Still says New Day on it.
Okay.
But let's be honest, Jimmy didn't want it. He thought it was an offensive gift.
Okay.
Plus, I switched his gift to making him a star in a movie anyway. He thought it was a silly thing. He gets in it, and it actually works. He happened to have his claymore on him, and he ends up in like the Scottish Highlands in the Dark Ages, and he has to deal with like fucking druids and shit. And he's still modern. He's constantly counting down to kick people and then getting shot by some guy in an arrow. They're like, he's counting again, fire! And they're just like, and then he has to realize, I should really stop counting before I kick people. And also, I should probably use the sword to actually strike a person. Then he has to learn how to fight.
Right.
Eventually, he meets, I don't know, fucking King Arthur's men. He meets like Percival and some other knights of the Round Table.
Oh, okay.
He becomes knighted. It's about the Scottish psychopath. It's called McIntyre, Knight of the Round Table.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it. I'd buy that.
I'd buy the shit out of that.
I'd buy the singles and buy the trades.
I'd buy the shit out of that book.
I got another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just giving the shit away for free. WWE, fucking call us up.
Yeah. If only
we
we
know
knew
you
someone
listen.
like a draw.
God, if only we knew anybody that worked there.
Ass, Dax, or Cash, no one rides alive.
Wait, what? Okay. Dax Harwood?
Yep. And Cash Wheeler.
Cash Wheeler. And Axe from...
No. Ass,
Oh.
Dax, or Cash, no one rides alive.
So you're replacing Grass?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it a road trip movie?
No.
Are they giving people hitchhike? Are they giving hitchhikers rides?
No, it's like a
Okay, what is
it's like it's like Mad Max, the original Mad Max.
Right, okay.
Where it's like things are kind
Where
of bad.
where it's not as entertaining as everybody says it is.
Right.
And it's really long and boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of Kane and Lynch, kind of like they're just out on the road. It's not wrestling, it's just out on the road. And then Cash Wheeler's got a gun.
Sure.
And Dax is the driver. And they got adventures. They're always being chased. There's always like other gangs out on the road.
Now, where does the ass come in?
Well, that's the only way that maybe you could ride it live. So ass,
Right.
Dax, or
So
Cash.
you have to sleep with them in order for a ride?
Or just offer some
Or
ass.
give him cash. But also, you can't give him cash because that's him. He's there.
He
Yeah.
doesn't want cash. Cash
All
is
right.
covered.
Okay, I like this. This is good.
Axe, Dash, or Cash.
I also like good job picking a tag team. It makes sense. You got the buddy cop vibe.
Right.
You got some enemies.
One's bearded, one's mustached, and they're trying to save Dax's daughter.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
She's been kidnapped by one of the gangs.
Okay.
But she cuts really great promos that we never hear. Dax just always tells us about it.
All right. Okay. I got one. I got another one.
Yeah.
Brian Cage
Mm-hmm.
in like a Johnny Mnemonic style cyberpunk world,
Uh-huh.
but he's not actually cybernetic. He's just wearing that shitty plastic thing that he has all the time. And
Right.
He's trying to
makes with his stepmom.
Yeah. That's like made out of cardboard and styrofoam. And he's just
Quick
trying.
sidebar.
Yeah.
Steve Sears said when we were watching this last fucking Dynamite where everyone's wearing black throughout the entire show, including Brian Cage. And he goes, "Where's his cool outfits that you used to come out with?" And I go, "What are you talking about?
What cool outfits?"
He said he used to come out with like this cool Terminator
ironically
and stuff. I go, I don't sign off on this at all. Like, no, there was no cool shit, anything. It was embarrassing. It's like fucking Party City wouldn't carry any of the shit because they go like, that's bad. We're not carrying it. And he was so convinced in his memory that he's like, no, he wore cool stuff. I'm like, no, he didn't. It was not cool at all. It's fucking horrible. It was handmade bullshit. So yes,
I love everything about that. Steve Sears is going to co-write this with me, by the way. And
you're in good hands.
And so because he wants him to be the hero because he thinks the stuff is cool, and I'm like, he's pretending to be cybernetic. Do you know who the villain in this story is? The villain of the story is...
Are we going off of Johnny Mnemonic in some ways? So I got to figure out the Dolph Lundgren priest character?
No, I'm just going to tell you who it is.
Okay.
Do you remember the guy in the original Casino Battle Royale we watched that doesn't have any legs?
Do I remember that guy?
It's him, but he's in like a giant like spider style cybernetic thing, like the dude from Wild Wild West.
Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah, he's kind of like that, but it's like all cyberpunky and like high tech and stuff. And that's his villain.
So does
he's like, you're not even real cybernetic.
Or is he still in the corner with no one interacting with him?
No, that he can finally get around. And he's like, and he's gonna beat the shit out of
he's constantly screaming, I have a name.
And Brian Cage the entire time is saying like, call me Wolverine. He's like, that's a different genre. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
think we answered this sufficiently enough.
I think so. I got some reading to do.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who calls the hotline 747-666-5606. Great way to interact with the show. You know what else is a great way to interact with the show? Become a patron and join us live for each and every single live stream when we do them. Scott and I have to thank our current Patreon Palskis.
We do. And then also a reminder, it's over.
What's over?
Sunday, December 15th.
Did
you guys see Santa with muscles when we did that?
It happened live, but it'll be in the feed next week if you didn't catch it.
Right. So it's still there. If you've missed out, why aren't you listening to these episodes when they happen? What do you think? They're evergreen? Idiots. No, they're timely. They never live on. So you have to join it now. But like we said, the Patreon's taking restructuring, so you can get in on it. And for the cheap, for the year, sign up annually, do all that good stuff. And the Patreon Palski Retribution names and Maximum Male Model names are going away. Say goodbye, everybody. So if you want to sign up quick, get it, and then it's gone.
Right.
So thank you to AJ0314, aka Binary, aka Matrice69, Alex Pierce, aka Figs, aka Zatoys, Andrea Beeler, aka Pollen Hate, aka Achute Test, Gilbert Short, aka Goliathon, aka Batal Underoos, Matt Slama, aka Spitz, aka Jakara Lover, Michael Beltran, aka Limestone, aka La Natural, Mike Lucas, a.k.a. Hackensack, a.k.a. Luger Testicle, a.k.a. the current PWP champ. Suicide, a.k.a. a.k.a. Je ne sais who. Tim Redbeard, a.k.a. Blood Fuzz, a.k.a. Blue de Fusée. Tom Hader, a.k.a. Cupid, a.k.a. Cherub. And Tony Griggs, a.k.a. Big Griggs, a.k.a. Grand Grisois.
Thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of the show. We hope you'll stick with us into the new year and tell your friends. Hey, you know what else you can do for the holidays? Is you can head on over to patreon.com/pwpalskis/gift. And you can send that link to people that will then buy you our Patreon for yourself. Or you can use that link to gift our Patreon to a friend of yours who's into wrestling, who you might want to introduce to the show.
Or treat it like a chain letter. Send it to everyone you've ever met in your life, and
then say, if you don't subscribe to this Patreon, you're gonna be ugly tomorrow.
Yeah, your bush is gonna grow super wide.
Yeah, no Manscaped available.
And you're gonna talk like a Tamina for the rest of your life, and everyone's gonna question you and try and lock you away.
And Drew McIntyre is never gonna show up to help you open up your spam containers.
Nope, and you'll be like, "Fuck, the tab broke off."
So yeah, do that. Check it out. You can find all these different links at pwpalskis.com. Check out the shop. Lots of mugs and T-shirts and really great cozy warm hoodies, hats. Lots of good stuff there. And what else? It's a giving season. If you feel like doing even more than that, I encourage everybody to check out dragonwagonradio.com/support to see other ways you can support the network this holiday season, but also just become a patron and tell your friends to become a patron. That's our fave. We love you guys. And I think that will do it for the week, Scott and Arbor. We will see you next week for Santa with muscles.
Yeah. And no gifts receipts for any of these presents we bought for the wrestlers. They got to keep it.
Oh, yeah. No. And if any of them re-gift them and we find out, last Christmas, I gave you a time machine, and then the very next day, you threw it away.
Future endeavored each and every day.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Always a blast hanging out with you, the Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Hey, thanks for listening to Dragon Wagon Radio. If you're enjoying this show, check out DragonWagonShop.com and get yourself some sweet merch while supporting your favorite indie podcast network. That's DragonWagonShop.com.
Dragon Wagon.